Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the channel. This is Sohail with you today with a brand new video. Right now I am in a place called Malmo, about to have my breakfast, and then after the breakfast I'm ready to leave for the day. I am on my way to kind of middle of Sweden in my trip. So Sweden is here, the Atlantic Road in Norway is here, and I'm just going to go about the mid of Sweden in my journey, and maybe camping, maybe book a hotel, or something like this, something simple. I have so far had a fantastic time, and this morning I have woken up, have had my just about have my breakfast. The luggage is about packed up, and I'm just waiting for the weather to clear up, and then I will be making my way over through to Atlantic Road, and yeah, see how it goes. The weather is a bit temperamental at the moment, so I'm just pacing myself. So I've got about 4 hours to travel today, and I'm basically traveling the first 2 hours after the rain kind of clears for this patch, and then I'm going to wait there and see how things go on. I think the weather's basically, you know, for the whole entire 4 hours of journey, it's just not going to be clear in one go, so I have to wait and see. Anyway, 4 hours of travel you can't do in one go anyway, so I'm going to take most probably 3 to 4 breaks, you know, probably one after each hour, and that way I've got 8 hours of basically entertainment, including 4 hours of travel time, and then 4 hours of sightseeing, and you know, just taking it easy. So stay with me, and you are going to enjoy these videos from now on. Okay, I've so far been giving you a lot of what are they called, the shots, because there wasn't a lot of recording I was doing, and I was literally just putting the timestamp on the YouTube to say, look, this is where I have got to. So things will start to get a little bit more GoPro-ish. So stay with me. Again, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and like, share as well, because we are going to go to what's it called, Nordic fjords. That's the kind of the theme of the trip that I am I'm doing. More of that as we basically get on the bike, and I will explain where things are. So in the meantime, I'm just going to see what the coffee is like. Very nice, yeah. And I've got a pistachio filled one of these Danish pastry, and a croissant. I'm gonna just tuck in and see how things are. Okay, see you in a bit. Oh yeah. Okay, nearly ready. Just I had planned to set off at 9 AM, and just with 15 minutes delay. We're looking good. That's the bike, that's the setup. Okay, and I'm just going to open the gate and be on my way. Okay, so here I was in my room in where was I? In Malmo, and I thought that you know, I've checked the weather. There's not a lot to expect, you know. After 2 hours I was waiting inside the room having my breakfast, thought that the rain is going to go away, and you know, everything is going to be hunky-dory, and then I stop somewhere in the middle of the day, have my lunch, and by that time the weather will clear up. Nah. Okay, as soon as I opened my door after you know, that breakfast, it was basically chucking down, man, absolutely chucking down. The weather was changing left, right and center. There was no consistency in the you know, the weather format that was happening, and obviously being so close to the sea, the weather is basically changing every minute, so there was basically no point looking for that weather forecast, you know. So anyway, I was at the petrol station, and I hadn't put on my rain gear. As you can see, I am looking like a bumblebee right now. So this is what I call the bumblebee mode. Obviously, with my yellow helmet, even more of a bumblebee. So had to put my gear on. As I was putting my gear on, then the navigation starts to play up. The Android Auto, it just wouldn't connect, and I couldn't quite figure out. I mean, I've used the thing for last 3 months in the UK in every single commuting ride that I have had to my office from home, and today it would just not connect to the phone. Well, and sometimes it will connect, and the sound is not coming in my buds. So I couldn't quite figure out what was going on. I knew something is wrong, but couldn't really figure out what it was. Anyway, so I thought, if the sound is not coming, at least the navigation is still working. So let that happen in that way, and then we'll see. And so I started my journey, and about 2 minutes later, I thought I will stop and have a look, just another look, And guess what happened then? I took a wrong turn. Okay, it was supposed to be a rest break, and where I actually stopped, it was a kind of a hub of interchanges of the motorways. There was about 4 different motorways, and they're basically everywhere, and I couldn't quite figure out which one I had to take. And there were several ways anyway to get to where I wanted to get to. So I spent, like good amount of time trying to figure out what was going on. And oh man, that was, and it was just like, and then this rain was happening. It was absolutely chucking down. You can see now, let me just flick the camera. Yeah, can you see that dark cloud? And yeah, it was just like that. And every single dark cloud, as soon as you go underneath it, it is just chucking down, man. So it was not fun. Anyway, it was obviously the gloves are wet. I can't, you can't touch the screens very well. And it was just basically you had to just press a couple of screens and say, okay, this is where I'm going. But everything was so slow, and I just couldn't get it to go. So anyway, eventually I figured out that what had happened, because I'm not using my Cardo system. I'm basically using my earbuds and with my navigation system, and not using Cardo. What had happened was I had put the Cardo unit inside this bag, and after somehow it got switched on. And as it got switched on, it would connect to my phone, and as it connects to my phone, I lose the sound. Now, obviously it's in my bag. I've got no idea that is actually connected to my phone. So, it's something as simple as that has never happened before. So it was obviously, it's still in my bag, and I think it's still switched on. Eventually, I figured out that it was that, and when I checked my what is connected to my phone and via Bluetooth, it was that Cardo unit which was messing me about. Anyway, so eventually I think I got on to the motorway about like literally how you've seen the YouTube videos and says 2 hours later. It was literally 2 hours later. 9 o'clock was supposed to be my departure time. I departed anyway from the comfort of that cozy room, and then 2 hours faffing about on the road trying to figure out why the sound is not coming, the navigation is not working. Flipping heck, man, it was just a nightmare. Basically, just setting off basically was a problem, and last 3-4 days, no problem. So anyway, it was the culprit was the Cardo system, which is the navigation system basically. Not the navigation, the helmet comm system, if you're not familiar with Cardo system. So that's what it was. So, and then I thought, you know, I'm going to put my GoPro on and we'll figure out what's happening, you know, and I'll obviously update you. Couldn't do that, you know. Why? Because every 2 minutes it starts to rain. And it kind of rains like a flash, you know, and it's flashing just like, you know, literally for like 20 seconds, and then it stops. So obviously I'm coming in and out of the dark clouds, and that's how it's happening. So obviously the GoPro isn't waterproof when it is connected to the mic and everything else, you know, what's it called, the media mod. So I can put it on, but it's just going to get ruined. Why? Because obviously you're on a motorway and you can't stop immediately, you know, as soon as it starts to rain, because by the time you stopped for taking it off, actually the rain has stopped. So it's just basically trying to see, you know, when I could do that, and I still haven't been able to do that. The whole day almost has gone now. What is it time? The time is I think around 4 o'clock now, and so I decided to pick this spot. It's at least it's sunny, it's not raining, and yes, the rain is there on the, you know, there's dark clouds there, there's dark clouds there, and that's the direction I'm going anyway. So you know, it's been interesting. So let's see how it carries on. By the way, so I stopped at the McDonald's and I had a fish meal. Okay, it was very nice. I had a large burger, not large burger, the large meal, and it cost me about £6.50. It was quite nice, I think, in Sweden, so seems quite cheap. Anyway, so whilst I was there, I thought, you know what, let's just have an off chance and look for and see if I can book something through booking.com today. And as I was looking through, £38 for a room with a shared, what do you call that, bathroom. I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it again. So far, one camping night and third night tonight in the, you know, in a reasonable, reasonably cheap, and it's just functional, you know, functional shelter basically. And I just, you know, anything is better than the hardship of camping, right? So I haven't really camped ever before. So I've camped about 5 nights in my backyard, plus the first night that I had in Holland. So I'm and it's £38, man. When I was looking through, you know, my trip and trying to book things, it was never as cheap as that. Never ever have seen it as cheap as that. So maybe it's the day that you book. Perhaps some sort of you know, options are coming through. So right now I'm of the opinion that if I get into a dormitory reasonably cheap, I'm gonna go for it. You know why? And by the way, the next up from £38, what about £79 for the night, which starts to pinch a little bit, you know what I mean? So I don't mind paying that, you know, if I've got the, you know, I'm just enjoying myself and I've got the time to check in well in advance, you know, just enjoy the facilities that are there, but not the kind of the things that I'm doing right now over for the bike trip. So I decided not to book anything in that sort of fashion. So that's where we are tonight. So let's see how the journey continues now, and I will update you. Okay, I'm going to try and put the GoPro on, but can't promise, man. In this weather, it's just all right. I'm about 1 hour away from my booked accommodation tonight, and the weather has surprisingly turned a bit nicer now, so I thought I'd catch the moment and record a few clips here. Earlier I was on much faster roads, and these are quite slow roads now, which is kind of nice actually. One of the reasons I have chosen to go through Sweden was because the Swedish roads are much faster than the Norwegian roads. So that's one. And second reason is that I am basically going north up to Sweden, and then eventually I will hop over to left towards Norway, and then from that point I've got to go a little bit to the north, and the north to the North Atlantic Road, and from that point onwards I'm basically traveling south, and as I travel south I'm always basically getting closer to home. So if I need to, for whatever reason, if I need to cut down my trip, then it is just easier to do that, I think. So that was the reason basically to travel through Sweden and try and get there as quick as possible. I am currently on a route called Route 26, and it's a rather nice, smaller, quieter road. I would prefer doing this rather than the motorways, and especially when the weather is like this, you know. Like I said, I've had an absolute hellish time this morning. But this is nice, very nice. So today would be my second and last night in Sweden, and tomorrow night I will be just after the border, after I cross the border into Norway from Sweden. That's where I'm gonna be. So that will be the first night in Norway, and the subsequent, I think, 11 nights I will be in Norway. Oh wow, look at this open area. I bet you that dark cloud is going to shed a lot of water on me. That's how it has been, and it was such a nice day right now, and as soon as I go underneath that dark cloud, it is just the hell breaking loose. Earlier at McDonald's, when I was having my lunch, I met a couple of guys from Italy. They had just come back from Norway, and they were telling me that they faced some snow near Bergen. I'm not really looking forward to that one, so I'm just gonna have to look, be careful basically. I think possibly in this trip I will just stay like a bumblebee. Yeah, you see me? Because the weather is so temperamental, you know, every 5 minutes is different, so we'll see. I don't know what the weather is probably even worse in Norway, I think, but we'll see. Quite a nice countryside actually. like it. It's nice. Oh no, look at that dark cloud, man. Whew. Not looking forward to that one. I hope I don't need to cross that one. Looks like I am heading right underneath that dark cloud. Can you see that? That's rain. You see that dark cloud up there? And there's a shower, man. Still continuing with Route 26 so far. What did I tell you? Hey, the rain under the dark cloud. I'm hoping we're gonna miss it, but let's see. Might have been a narrow escape from the rain. Just the light showers here. 36 minutes to go. Oh well, didn't win this time. Woo! I guess the locals must get used to with the ever-changing weather. And this is summer. Hate to think what winter will be like. Oh wow! What an openness! Today's the Friday, 3rd of July 2026, and just listening to the news earlier back home in the UK, the temperature is about 28 degrees C. And here, there's my temperature gauge inside the handguard. It's 18 degrees C. Which is not bad, very nice riding temperature. Very nice riding temperature. If it was dry, it would be even better, but anyway, it's alright now. And Honda thankfully has not provided a temperature gauge on the you know, the instrument panel. I don't know why not. I mean, it's just balmy, because as a rider you do need to know the temperature to be able to find out what kit you need to put on, you know. When it is cold especially, you need to know. I don't know why. I really don't know. Honda, listen, give us the temperature gauge in every single of your models, okay? Take notice. Look at that. I had to make sure of that. Yeah? This is a 2023 model Honda NC750 DCT. It's got all the other things. Give me a temperature gauge, man. Come on. So this is Sweden for you. I've never been to Sweden before. Have you been to Sweden? Which cities or towns have you visited in Sweden? Give me a comment. Tell me. And what is your experience in Sweden? For me, in this part, I guess it's obviously related to the motorbikes. It's nice roads. If it is roads like these, it's no fun going on the motorway. Anyway, it's no fun going in the motorway anywhere in the world. But they've got nice scenery, you know, nice, very nice. Look at this, man. Very nice. I like it. And obviously it rains crazy here, so, and hence it is all green. So the digs I have booked for tonight, it is apparently managed by a private landlord. I'm just hoping that has the a bit of a personal touch. Only cost me 38 quid, so I mean, if it doesn't, I'm not going to be complaining too much, I guess, for 38 quid. So we'll see. What is going on? Oh, I have to do this one, I think. Okay. That is a thick layer of tarmac there. Are they building a new road? Don't know. No idea what's going on there. Well, it's certainly not on the map yet. Well, if you have enjoyed today's video thus far, I hope you can press the like button, and if you have not yet subscribed, do subscribe, because there's going to be many more videos coming up from my trip in Norway, and I think the scenes there's going to be absolutely stunning. So be sure to subscribe so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload them. I will try to upload them as soon as possible. Okay. So yeah, and I think they're just going to be stunning scenery, absolutely stunning scenery. Obviously, that is the reason I'm going there. It's just different terrain from anywhere else in the world. You've got these fjords where the the sea water basically comes in into the land, and you've got steep kind of cliffs at the edges of those fjords. And I have dotted some of those really nice ones, and I'm hesitant to say the names because I'll probably make a mistake, but most famous ones are kind of everything south of the Atlantic Road. If you can find the Atlantic Road on Google, you'll see there's many fjords underneath that, as you travel towards I guess Stavanger and Bergen. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of videos coming through. It is somewhere here. I think that might be it, this one. Okay. Well, pleasantly surprised yet again. This is these are basically the rooms. Apparently on that big building there is smaller rooms, but we get in here, and the lady has just offered me this room. Rather nice. Okay, I mean 3 beds in here. Or I could have this one. They're all empty. I've decided to go for this one. This one's got 3 beds as well. And it's right next door to the kitchen. Really? For 38 quid? Come on. You can't go wrong with that, can you? Anyway, that's the end of the day. Let you know tomorrow how I slept then. Bye.